Yo, what is good? My head, I'm very grateful. What is good, yo? Guys, Black Clover this week was absolutely fire. I was not expecting it to be that good, but I finally am playing my first Fate game. I did wait for quite a bit, but definitely worth it because now this game is pretty much reached its like best that it can be, or not the best that it can be, but at least it knows that it can do a lot more than it used to. But overall, guys, Black Clover this week, I honestly never really had that much doubt about what they could easily accomplish like throughout these episodes just by making uh, certain characters look a lot better than they used to. Um, that's exactly kind of what we got. I mean, not only did they make someone who seemingly was not that great of a person that I was looking forward to seeing in general, but this man, this weird man is literally getting called out by everybody. So it's clear to me that he is, the butt of everybody's jokes right now. But at the same time, it almost feels as if he's definitely one of the underrated people that are going to be. At least you should probably keep a close eye on him in the sense of there's probably not a lot of people that would understand how strong someone could be until you actually meet him, And then once you meet him, all of a sudden, and he's doing things that make a lot more sense on the battlefield, but he would do, all those goofy stuff while he's not on the battlefield. It kind of plays that role for him to, um, you know, be like, oh, well, you just underestimated me because of how I act, and then he gets to be really cool after that for some reason. So, I don't know. I truly started to like what I was seeing and what his character was presenting. Just the overall skill, but the main thing that really like pushed my feelings over the over the line towards his actual like fighting style is just the way he pretty much controlled his teammates by giving them compliments, by noticing really small details about their abilities and practically just saying, wow, you have something great here. And then, using that weirdness to his advantage by complimenting them and giving them nonstop compliments and, then tips and tricks to maybe how they could better each other. So this man is very, very smart. So I really hope everybody starts to get this feeling that everybody in the show could be this weird person or this weird overall, actor. You can do whatever you want. It's just when it comes down to actually winning it all, you gotta really show that you're, capable of doing so. And this man definitely, definitely did that. So I was very interested in seeing a lot more battles, and I'm really glad that they didn't want to just make all these battles really drawn out and everything like that yet, because they have a lot of characters here that when you see them, you're like, oh, that's fodder. Fodder 1, fodder 2, and fodder 3, all on different fodder teams. Or not really fodder teams, but they're just fodder. Um, and that's only mainly because whenever you see people that are like this, who we've never heard really talk, or they've just been in the background of other people's like conversations and stuff like that, it just gives you this feeling that wow, they're doing this character relatively dirty. Stopping. Oh, that's whatever. But because of that, I truly still like the fact that we are going to uh, have characters that seemingly just aren't, they aren't as they seem, and yet they can still do quite a couple of crazy things in the grand scheme of the battles, and they're not going to be the people you want to hang out with during like just chilling time, but once all of a sudden you get to a point where they're just fighting and getting information about the battlefield and surveillance and stuff. This guy with the pedals is really broken. Not to mention his illusion slash uh, tunnel that he made for his teammates to attack the crystal was probably the best thing that he did as well. So it's like not only is he great at like coaching his own team, he can easily make you um, win when he has a way to survey the battlefield the way he does. Clearly, those pedals that he has were out earlier, and he somehow can be like Hisoka, and Hisoka has a way to use his power, but even though he's using it, you can't see it unless you really have a trained eye. And no one was paying attention to their surroundings clearly, and he got the advantage on all of them. So I like this aspect of how they're showing us characters, and I'm guessing we'll probably see quite a bit more of this, but there's definitely this weird overall feeling in my head that there's something about this art. Well, there's something about the song, the opener, right? When we see the younger brother of the Black Bulls go in and like shave away the space of where he attacks. Like just seeing him do that and then understanding more of what the consequences are if he actually kind of like missed the target. Like what the heck? Like could you imagine going against someone that could literally just shave away your head from time and space, and you just die, like you're dead. That's it. Like that's your whole fight. One swing of his hand, and that's his ability. So I could see him becoming a problem, but at the same time, it feels like if he's on the Golden Dawn, just because of his raw power and his raw talent, that would be the reason why I'm scared. But at the same time, it seems like he's never had a true issue with something like that. Like it's not something that's been like, oh my god, you remember what he did and what he did to people or something, you know? So once maybe that occurs, I'll be more worried about it. But in the opener song, it looks like that is exactly what could transpire relatively quickly, because of the way he's pretty much acting and like looking like he's raging out pretty much. So he's one I'm keeping my eye on. I really actually want to keep an eye on the girl's brother, because if she really likes Asta and stuff like that, Asta is screwed. This guy literally finally stopped playing in character and actually showed us what, he felt about at least some types of people, and that one type of person just happened to be us, poor Asta. And yeah, so we really know what his feelings are towards our boy, but because of that, I think it makes it that much easier to understand that he's just like everybody else on the noble side. Like he's one of the more ones that probably polluted uh, their likeliness of actually seeing, you know, peasants being treated normally, or at least being treated fairly and open arm. They don't need to bring all the peasants into their houses and be like, "Oh, you're the greatest person in the world," but you shouldn't need to go out of your way to, completely trash on them. So it's interesting how all this is playing out, but I love just knowing that everybody has pretty much an odd chance of being broken in this show, and that kind of goes with um, the younger brother that we saw. That goes with the guy who's about to become who's close to becoming the captain behind the girl that sleeps all the time, and even like the Hisoka character had like a very surprising attacks and stuff. So they went through like 3 battles this week after giving a lot of attention to the brother of the healer girl on his battle, because I guess like once you're a weird, unique character like that, you might as well just get the most time. Um, and then the other battles were just like kind of quick because they were so to the point. Like the guy from the Black Bulls, who actually is one of my other like top characters. I hope to continue to grow. Um, just seeing him being able to uh, give everybody such an advantage during their battles, I thought that was dope. Like he's literally becoming one of the most valuable people on the Black Bulls, right next to Asta, and people already had him, marked as something as no way could he be any good at all and stuff like that. So to go from, oh, this guy is trash and he doesn't help anybody, oh snap, to, hey, I'm helping everybody now. I truly, hold on, like that aspect. Let's go. And whatever comes next for his character is probably going to be like some growth, I hope, because right now he still feels like he's kind of afraid of his brother, but he's not afraid to actually try to fight back, but he's in sense still afraid, like there's no way he thinks he's gonna just outright body his brother. So I like the aspect of him actually climbing to the occasion and trying to overall push the narrative, at least in his benefits. But with all that being said, my anime faithful, I hope you guys had an amazing day this Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get anything else up on the channel today. I will definitely look into it. I had a request about a Rimuru video, so I'm definitely going to be looking into doing that very soon. Just for like these types of days where I only have like 1 anime, 2 animes to talk about. So definitely keep your eyes and ears open for something like that. And if it is something you like, I could do it for other shows as well that you guys might enjoy, or that I have on my channel. And it just keeps it pretty honest with what we're doing. Is I do reviews and stuff, and then on top of that, I'm retaining all the information from every single show, so it doesn't hurt me to do a little bit of back knowledge behind some shows that we've already seen. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for the support. I will talk to you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoy Fate in the background. I'm really a big fan of this game's playstyle, because I play games like it all the time. But if it's not a game you guys enjoy and you like Jump Force or something else that I had, like Division or something in the background, definitely just let me know, and I'll probably get it for you guys. So with all that being said, peace everybody, peace.